Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Speedor, and I just want to just recap everybody on E3. What do we say about E3 this year? First off, I was completely wrong about pretty much everything in my previous video on E3. I said that Nintendo was pretty gonna hit out of the park. They did to a certain extent, but I was thinking like just a blackout, whole thing about like the new consoles coming out, new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 trailer. So I had Metroid Prime Dread. They're working on Metroid Prime 4. The first thing that I thought it would be like way longer, like an hour and a half, but I think that they're working on stuff behind the scenes. I think they're working on the new console. One of the things that I was really hyped about, and I didn't see this coming at all, the Fatal Frame game. Fatal Frame, if you don't know, was like a GameCube game, or like in that kind of like old like PS2, GameCube, and like Xbox generation. But Fatal Frame is that was kind of one where I was like, oh fuck, okay, that's pretty good. Not gonna lie. One of the biggest things out of this is Halo Infinite. I think that it looks way better than it was. Very rough, very rough the last time we saw it, and it has more time over now, and it's gonna come out like late this year. But to be honest with you, I think don't rush it. Don't do a Cyberpunk 2077 on it. If it needs more time, give it more time, and that's just it. People have said that this is the last kind of chance for a Halo game. I don't really agree with that. I think like Halo games will always come out, but I get the sentiments like the last two haven't been great. 4 was okay, and the other one was completely trash. I forget the name of it now. Is this going to be the last kind of chance for 343 Studios to actually pull something out of the bag? Yeah, probably. But I think like if this kind of go south and whatnot, I'm thinking like Microsoft just comes in and just gives it to a new studio or something like that. Microsoft want like a new Halo game every single like console generation. I think that's kind of key for like the Xbox and Halo have, they're like peanut butter and jelly. They just go together. Just can't really have one without the other. So the PC gaming show was a bit new blood. The stuff that they make is always quite good. They're the ones that made Dusk a couple of years ago. They're one of my favorite like indie studios because of the way that they use graphics. Like they use graphics in a very cool way. They're very much like a throwback studio, and they're basically like, what if games were exactly the same as like the 80s and 90s. With Dusk it was, what if the original Doom was 3D and like a bit more under the hood, as they say, and I think like it's an interesting style like I haven't seen a studio actually do and pull off really well. Completely forgot about this. Intellivision is back again, which I was like, I think this said like Atari and Intellivision are back in 2020s, like that's completely insane. So what they're doing is they're making like a console and they're putting like all the old games on it and whatnot, and I think that's a really good idea. It's pretty much like a win-win, because like the really old games like are really quite simple. They were made in a time where gameplay really was very bare bones, and I think that's something on the market that like anybody can like play like games on. It's like really cool. And also with the Intellivision, they're going to have like different publishers and make games for it, which I think is really cool. They're going to have that kind of old school aesthetic to all the games. They're actually launching with something that's really cool. They're going to like have all the old like Atari and Intellivision games, but like with like new graphics and whatnot. It's a really good idea. Yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I feel like it's gonna be like one of these things where it's going to be like the Wii. Well, not like the price point, but like it's gonna be like the Wii, as in it's specifically for the casual audience. And going with Nintendo, we have Kazuya from Tekken, being in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which I think is really cool. And that game is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I've said it before, like, I'm really not a Nintendo fan, because I think that their business practice and kind of how they view the online space is a bit archaic. But I could always get a second-hand one. Not give Nintendo me money, but have a Switch as well. So, win-win, I guess. E3 is very, very up and down. It's a very up and down event. Especially with like this year and like last year as well. The point about E3 is, yeah, like people are there, the press is there, but you can also like have a feel of the games that are coming out and have like their first like little play of the game. And with like something like this, you can't really do it. I know there's like demos and stuff like that, but it's not really the same thing. If I was working in the industry, there at E3, like, I feel it's a much better experience than like sitting at home just like watching a live stream. But yeah, E3 was okay this year. I didn't really get what I wanted, but I hope that like there was like a game that you saw that was really cool for you. As I said before, Fatal Frame, I kind of marked out at that. I was thinking like, oh my god, Fatal Frame, what the fuck? Like that was it. Like, that was completely it. So I'm dying to see what games come out. Dying to think what games are trash, and dying to see what games are great. That's about it. Speed or talking about E3 2021 forever.